Are you looking for the best TCL TVs of 2024? In this video we will look at some of the best TCL TVs of 2024. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. TCL QM8/QM850G QLED. The best TCL TV we've tested is the TCL QM8/QM850G QLED. It's an impressive TV that delivers amazing picture quality with an impressive selection of extra features. It looks great in any room thanks to its incredible peak brightness in HDR and SDR, excellent reflection handling, and superb contrast, helped by an outstanding local dimming feature. Its black uniformity is also great, with minimal blooming around bright highlights. Its quantum dot technology also gives it an impressively wide color gamut for HDR content, although it doesn't have very accurate color reproduction. The TV is also over-brightened on most of its PQEOTF curve, so overall, there are better choices for people who want their TVs to respect the content creator's intent. The TV has a few quirks, like its otherwise very fast refresh rate functioning in brackets and not being able to have both game mode and chroma 4:4:4 simultaneously, but it's a fantastic performer overall. It's a stellar gaming TV with extremely low input lag in game mode. It supports HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 ports, although its first port can output up to 4K at 144 Hz, while its second is limited to 4K at 120 Hz. For PC gamers, the TV has issues outputting anything above 120 Hz when connected to an NVIDIA graphics card, so it's better suited for PCs with AMD GPUs. Otherwise, the TV supports every variable refresh rate (VRR) technology for nearly tear-free gaming from any source. Finally, it runs Google's popular Google TV OS, which is very easy to use and has many apps. Number 2. TCL Q7/Q750G QLED. If you want something cheaper than the TCL QM8/QM850G QLED, the best mid-range TCL TV we've tested is the TCL Q7/Q750G QLED. It's a great TV that delivers picture quality similar to the more expensive model, with a nearly identical feature set but worse performance. Thanks to its superb contrast ratio and fantastic black uniformity, it's a cheaper alternative for watching movies in the dark. However, its local dimming feature isn't quite as effective at making bright highlights stand out. Plus, it doesn't get nearly as bright as the higher-end model, so the QM8 looks much better when a light is turned on. Still, this is a fully featured gaming TV with 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, one supporting up to 4K at 144 Hz and the other up to 4K at 120 Hz. It supports variable refresh rate (VRR) technology to help reduce tearing. However, like its more expensive sibling, this TV's response time functions in brackets, leading to inconsistent response times when VRR is enabled. It has a wide color gamut, although it's not as colorful as QM8, and its pre-calibration color accuracy is quite poor, so you'll need to hire a calibrator if accurate color reproduction matters to you. Fortunately, it runs the Google TV OS, which is simple to use and has a wide selection of apps. Number 3. TCL Q5/Q550G QLED. If you want to avoid paying what TCL is asking for the TCL QM8/QM850G QLED or the TCL Q7/Q750G QLED, the best budget TCL TV we've tested is the Best Buy exclusive TCL Q5/Q550G QLED. It's a decent TV with fewer features than the higher-end models, but it still performs admirably for a budget model. It has a great native contrast ratio that results in deep blacks and remarkable black uniformity with minimal blooming. It has no local dimming to emphasize highlights, but it's a decently bright TV that easily handles bright rooms. Unfortunately, it has its siblings' poor image processing, especially regarding low-quality content smoothing, which is inadequate. It has a wide color gamut, almost as wide as the Q7, but it's just as color inaccurate as that model, so a calibrator is required if you care about color accuracy. The TV runs the popular Google TV interface, so finding your favorite content and apps is easy. What truly sets this model apart, however, is its gaming features. It has 3 HDMI 2.0 ports and a 60 Hz panel, but this TV can output 1080p at 120 Hz and even 1440p at 120 Hz through resolution halving, with a wide VRR range to match, in its 55-inch and 65 model sizes. It's hard to notice the degradation in image quality of the resolution having unless you're looking for it, making this one of the cheapest TVs capable of gaming at 120 Hz. It has a decent response time overall, with incredibly low input lag, so it's a great choice for competitive gamers wanting to buy a TV on a budget. TCL also sells the slightly more expensive TCL Q6/Q650G QLED, but it performs almost identically to the Q5, so it's not worth the extra cost. Number 4. TCL S4/S450G. If you want a cheaper basic model, the TCL S4/S450G is the best cheap TCL TV we've tested. If you're getting an inexpensive TV like this one, there are a few compromises you have to make. It doesn't perform well in a bright room as it has low peak brightness, but it has good reflection handling and displays deep blacks if you want to use it in a moderately lit or dark room. It can't display a wide color gamut, so although it supports Dolby Vision HDR, it's not a good choice for watching movies in HDR as the TV just can't get bright enough to make HDR content pop. Surprisingly, it has acceptable image processing, which is a nice bonus for such a cheap TV. Like every other TV on this list, it runs the Google TV interface with a huge selection of streaming apps. It also has an inadequate viewing angle, making it a poor choice for a wide seating arrangement. It's not a bad TV for gaming, its response time is okay, although it's worse in dark scenes, so it's not a great TV for fans of horror games. However, the TV's input lag performance is tremendous, leading to an extremely responsive gaming experience.